rage when it takes center stage, way before they pouring on my grave. Been it made, let it set my soul ablaze. On each and every way, put me in the water for the save.
They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade. They don't know my name, I get through the pain. Lemonade, lemonade. Tie me up in chains, I get through the pain. Taste sweet on my face like it's lemonade.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing on first is Wentz. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Shaq Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Nothing.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets them 40. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win.
90%. 19. Oh, baby. 94. 95 is the sand. No, check. He's Mike. Switch it.
From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Finding room to the 20. He's going to have the hook up to QT. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
95's Mike. Watch 95. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal laugh.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Darius Leonard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by Devontae Harris. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Watch the curl. Watch.
After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
95's the sand. No, check. He's Mike. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best design plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
95's the sand. No, check. He's Mike. Watch the run.
Throwing again is Watson. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Twist. 95's the sand. No, check. He's Mike.
Silver.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
For the field goal, a 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go. 20. Yeah. Black, come on.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz, and he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
7 yards. It's 3rd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Colts nothing.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Mike 20. 3 buzz. Mike 20. Here we go, let's bring it.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That's it. 19. You remember me. Let's go, baby.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
In your face.
Here's Wentz to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Mike 20. Let's hit this ball back for the offense. Let's get Mike 20. Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball right here. There we go, Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Good. Makes the score Texans 17. Colts nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
On 1st down, Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz, he's going up top for Taylor. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. J.J. Nelson, 83 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
The kick is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Colts 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the...
And now Watson throws another interception, picked by the rookie Julian Blackmon. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Makes the score Texans.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Fielded in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to...
It got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Check pass.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike.
To throw again, Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Eluding the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Watson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Texans 24. Colts
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Open man is QT, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On first down, Watson steps away to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the gun, Watson. Flushed out right, and it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Stop here, D. 95's the Sam. No, check. He's Mike. We own them.
Here's Watson on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
He can't hang. 81. There we go, Mike 20.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time for him to throw it or maybe change what they do on offense.
And that's one of the biggest differences in this game and why they're losing right now. Now Wentz on 3rd down. It's caught. Nelson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
First down,
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the option, this is Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head, his head coach and probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Quick throw here to Hilton. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's the fullback. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Colts have got it back to a one-score game. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Texans 27, Colts 21. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Keep it up, guys. 95's the sand. No, check his Mike.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
95's the sand. No, check his Mike. Get in the weight room.
A final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
58, right over there.
Throwing again, Watson. And that is incomplete. lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
Another timeout. 24. Rabbit.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 22. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line.
Check. Check grade 57. Check 13.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Get that ball. 57. Switch it.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Wentz. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. 20.
Right here.
They'll run here with Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Watson, off play action. Buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 120. Right there, 56.
On 1st down, Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense The next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
He's brought down at the
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Slam, slam. Check. Mike 20.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's got Rome. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory.
Taylor, the ball
A
carrier.
big play there for Andy. 91 yards. Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
6 yards puts them right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal.
Coming after you. Shift. 2 jet.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
It's a turnover on down.
Hey, you gotta snap it. See what you got. Hey, alert.
On first down, it's Watson.
Let's get off the field.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late in that margin that he had.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Second down.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Let's go, D.
Here's Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
That's where you belong.
Again, it's Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. 95's Mike.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Texans on 3rd down, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
95's Mike. Watch 95. 6 man.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Texans on 3rd down. It has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
No timeout. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the gun, Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Nelson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to the ground again with Taylor. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 4. And this crowd urging on their defense. They're up and making noise. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Brings up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Wentz to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn.
Waiting. Here we go. Check.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think